sucker for love. And in this world full of suckers, you fit mine like a glove. The fit is perfect with nobody above, yeah. The clock's ticking as the time flies by. We in two different worlds, but living the same life. Two different dreams, you make me feel so alive. Need you by my side, need you by my side. Just a power couple daily blowing off steam. Making love to you so damn seamlessly. We be doing it so damn frequently. Easy cause we on the same damn frequency. Take it to the Sunset Boulevard. Tell mama says she wanna tag along. She don't care if it's right or if it's wrong. Yeah, we'd always get along. Even through the downs, gotta stay strong. Now we singing the same song. All I ever get is think about you. I think about you daily. So baby girl, don't play me. All I ever get is think about you. They call me Dan, the Lakers fan. And I got a master plan for the Lakers back to the promised land. Spread the vision through my people, cause we fans are equal. When we reach 20K subs, yeah, we gon' drop a sequel. Another Laker anthem track, watch me run it back. Got the keys to the city where my Laker jet.
What up, Laker family? It's your boy Dtlf back with another pregame live stream as the Lakers get set to face the Phoenix Suns at 12:30 Pacific time. We'll be there on playback. Make sure you guys follow. What up, Kimiko? What's up, Nate? Oh, man, Nate out here blessing the chat, man. Hey, you guys, definitely, if you guys are gifted a free membership by either Nate or David, make sure you guys say thank you, man, because he is blessing the community. Matter of fact, let me roll the credits.
I want to thank you for becoming a member. On Dtlf's channel, we're a family, and together, we win.
Thank you so much, Nate. Thank you so much, David. And, of course, as always, thank you so much, Kimiko, for keeping the airways clean and just doing a phenomenal job, guys. Thank you, guys. You guys are all awesome. All right, let's get into it because we got a lot of updates and we got a lot of people playing today, which, you know, we weren't sure if it was going to happen before today. But Luka Doncic is back tonight. Jackson Hayes is back tonight. Dorian Finney-Smith is back tonight. Gabe Vincent, all available. Dalton Connect, available. It was probable, I don't know if it's because he hit his head, it was probable a bit earlier, but Dalton Connect is available right as we speak. So that is amazing, amazing news. And, you know, our chances of winning just went completely up, just skyrocketed. So that's good news, guys. We need this win more than anything. The West right now, the Western Conference is stacked. There's a three-way tie. Let me see if I can pull it up here for you guys. There is a three-way tie between multiple teams in the loss column. So every win is crucial for us, just to stay out of that loss column, if anything, you know, just to keep staying out of it. And there you have it. There you have it. Yeah, so again, check it out. 3 teams tied with 25 losses. The Nuggets, who, by the way, shout out to the Wizards, just lost yesterday at the buzzer to Jordan Poole. We were watching that one on the Hate Watch over there on Playback TV. Thank you, Kimiko, for posting the links. And then, you know, the Grizzlies, you know, they have 25 losses, and so do the Lakers. So the only difference is they have 3 more wins than us. So we got some catching up to do. And it starts tonight versus the Phoenix Suns. Now, the Phoenix Suns aren't even in the play-in picture right now. They're 31-36. So on paper, we are better. On paper, we should beat them. On paper, we should come out here and take care of business, right? On paper. But in reality, it's been a very much so a struggle for us, even though it was a very positive thing for us, you know, to be able to get that competition from us the last game. Still, like I said, there is no moral victories. As close as that was to 1, there is truly no moral victories. And we got to make sure we come out here and we are locked in from the start of this ball game, because the Phoenix Suns are playing desperation basketball right now. You know, they're not even in the picture. You know, right now they're not even in the picture. What's up, Dante? Good to see you, my boy. You know, they're not in the picture, so they want to get in the picture. In order to get in the picture, they got to win every game they can. Now, I do want to bring this to your guys' attention because there's been a lot of spam. There's been a lot of people using clickbait, using my pictures and stuff, and just, you know, clickbaiting to try to spark up a conversation. Everybody knows real Laker channels stick together, all right? The rest are just player fanboys trying to get some attention. But here it is. I mean, did I even have to show you guys this? Absolutely not. But I want to show it to you guys. Why? Because you can see who has the real basketball IQ and who doesn't. Suns coach Mike Budenholzer called Austin Reaves one of the more underrated players in the NBA, detailing his combination of skill and force and a high-energy motor with a lot of skill, okay? So for all the casuals that love to say he sucks and love to spew crazy stuff, this is an NBA coach. You can talk about me all you want, but your IQ just got flushed down the toilet because this is an NBA coach telling you what I always say, that he's super underrated, if anything, right? So I'm glad he just made my point. I don't have to argue with anybody. Just wanted to throw that out there, man, for all the haters out there that just love hating on Austin Reaves for no reason, including calling me Glazer for stating the obvious, which is that Austin Reaves is underrated. So I'm glad we can get that out of the way. Now we can talk real grown folk basketball here, not that player fanboy stuff. Strega. Hi, what up, Strega? Thank you so much for the super chat. Duly appreciated, my friend. How you doing today? Let's see here. Hey, Dan, might go watch LaMelo smoke the flippers. Oh, you're going to be in the arena? Okay, let me know how it goes, man. Hopefully your experience is good. I heard the arena is nice, but when there's nothing to watch there, then there's nothing to watch there, right? When the Clippers play, they don't play nobody interesting, there's nothing to watch there, right? So there you have it. All right, yeah, there it is. Guys, make sure you get in early for a chance at a VIP pass. Shout out to Kimiko. She will be handing them out there early. So yeah, major shout out to her because she's doing the Lord's work over here in the Chizzy chat. So yeah, make sure you guys show her lots of love as she gets in there and hands you guys the VIP passes. All right, get in there early to get a chance. First 20 to get in, get it. All right, let's keep it going because, like I said, if you guys are just tuning in, tons of updates, tons of people playing tonight. Luka playing. Jackson Hayes playing, Dorian Finney-Smith playing, Gabe Vincent playing, all available, including Dalton Connect, who is questionable coming into this ball game. Now, I also have another update for you guys. This one not so good. Oh, it is good because he's back on the court doing workouts and activities. However, LeBron James will be out at least another week. So that is the bad news. So it's kind of good news. Back on the court doing workout activities. You know, he is day-to-day. But he should miss at least one more week just to be on the safe side. He is 40. Shams Charania mentioning his age. So, yeah. We need this win. Warriors 1 win behind us. They're 3 losses behind us, though. So we do have a little bit of a cushion. But you're right. We do need this win, Victor. And we're going to get this win. I have a good feeling about this one. If we bring out the same energy and effort that we had on the last game, we're going to win this game, baby. I just feel it. You know, but we're going to need everybody to be spectacular, including the guys that just stepped up the last game. Do they have another one in them? It is a home game, and we have an awesome home record. I think our home record is 24-7 on the season. So we have an immaculate home record, and let's keep that going tonight because it's everything. It means everything to us in the standings, right? Again, yeah, let me see. The home record is actually 25-7. I stand corrected. Check this out. We are such a different team at home than we are on the road. I want to go ahead and show you guys this. And this is where we got to work to get better on the road, right? We just went 0-4 on the road. So we're 15-18 on the road. We're 3 games below 500. But look at home. At home, we are 27-13, guys. 27-13. If my math serves me right, that is 14 games above 500. And guess how many games we are above 500 overall? 15. So that tells you everything we got to know. We have to know about home record versus away record. We're just so much better at home than we are on the road. And hopefully we correct that soon. But for now, we got to take care of home court. I mean, this is why we do it. Every game feels like a must win. That's right, Jose. Every single game feels like a must win game. And tonight is no different. Now, we know the Suns. We know they got a couple bucket getters in Kevin Durant and Devin Booker. Okay. So to me, the team that's going to win this game is going to be the team. The team that's going to win this game is going to be the first team to play defense and do the fundamentals. That means rebounding, getting back in transition, not turning the ball over as much. That's the team that's going to win. I do believe that it's the Lakers. I thoroughly believe we have the better defensive team. Now, the officiating has been poor. It actually has been disgusting. We've had coaches, lashing out at the horrendous officiating that has been in the NBA. Now, what we need tonight, obviously, the Lakers to beat the Suns. We need the Wolves to beat the Wolves to lose to the Jazz. Sorry, so beat the Jazz, and we can move within one game of the number 2 seed. So we're still right there, family. All right. Now I dropped the poll earlier today. And that was to see who still believed in the Lakers, guys. Well, let me go ahead and pull up that poll here. I'm glad to inform you guys that most of you guys still do. Okay. I asked Laker fans, do you still believe in this team? You guys know my answer. I always believe in this team. But yes, we can still go far with 60% of the votes. That's 97 votes that I studied. Already 97 votes just this morning. So people getting active. Appreciate you guys. Very few said no. 2.1% of those 97 votes voted no. And in second place, Lakers in 5 versus anyone. And so you got to love the confidence. That's how I know you guys are very knowledgeable. True Laker fans, unlike these other player fanboys that love to hate on Reaves. You guys are true Laker fans who know the game of basketball, because even though we've lost 4 in a row, you guys see the silver lining. We've played pretty good basketball. We lost the last game in spite of how competitive. I credit the Lakers for the Washington Wizards victory against the Nuggets yesterday, because yes, even though it was them hitting the shots and playing good, the Lakers kind of exposed the Nuggets, and I don't think anybody should be afraid of the Nuggets. They don't play any defense, right? They gave up 126 to us with 4 of the 5 missing starters and a bunch of role players missing, and then they turned around and lost to the Wizards at the buzzer. So it should tell you everything. I believe we exposed them thoroughly. What up, Gat boy? How you doing, man? Good to see you, man. It's game day, baby. Let's get it. Very excited for tonight's game. We get Luka back. We getting DFS back. We getting Gabe Vincent back. Jackson Hayes, who we haven't seen in over a week, back. So this one should be fun, and make sure you guys are there early on playback. If you guys have not, please hit the like button. Appreciate you, Kimiko. Appreciate you always. Still got faith. We got a lot of injuries. Gab boy, tell me about it, bro. We do have a lot of injuries, but what the Lakers have shown is a lot of heart and a lot of fight in them, in spite of the poor reffing and officiating, guys. And it hasn't just, believe it or not, it hasn't just been Laker fans complaining about this poor officiating, guys. It really hasn't. Check this out. Let's see if I pull this up right now. Check this out. Listen, other coaches are starting to get tired of it too. Shout out to Detroit Pistons, JB Bickerstaff, for this little rant he had.
The level of disrespect was above and beyond. They have a guy fall down and trip on his own teammate's foot. They review us for a hostile act.
Thank you. Hey, listen, this is what I'm talking about. This reminds me of when Gabe Vincent got tripped up and they gave Draymond Green the benefit of the doubt and they called us for a foul. So JB's preaching to the choir.
They throw an elbow to our chest, neck area.
And by the way, for context, he's talking about the Thunder game, right? Detroit Pistons versus Thunder. They lost.
I asked for him, at least take a look at it, right? Just show us the respect to take a look at it. Okay? No one would take a look at it. Okay? The disrespect has gone far enough, and I'm not going to allow our guys to be treated the way that they were treated tonight.
I feel like this is how every Laker fan feels about our Lakers. Like, we always get disrespected. It feels like we never get the same calls the other team gets.
I tried to have a conversation with official. The official was arguing with Mark. I say his name one time, and he screams at me and tells me that's enough. Right? We understand that we play a style of ball that's physical. It's on the edge. Right? I coach my ass off with a passionate way.
I feel you, coach.
Our players are into the game.
I feel you.
We understand that.
And here comes the passion, and I love the passion because this is how I feel after every Laker game.
Right? But we deserve a level of respect because we're competing our tails off and bringing something positive to this league.
Facts.
Right? We're growing young players. Our young players are competing their tail off.
Yep.
The least that they could do is get the same respect that everybody else in this league gets and get refereed the same way that everybody else in this league gets.
That's what I like
enough
to see.
Is enough of it. And what you saw tonight was disgusting.
Disgusting.
It was a disgusting display of disrespect towards our guys and what we're trying to do.
Crumble up the paper, coach. Send a message. Oh, hey, listen, that was fire to me right there because that's how we've been feeling about the officiating. We need voices that really matter, that are in the league, to speak out just like that. So, you know what, man? It's beautiful to see people finally starting to step up and speak out against this stuff because, man, I'm telling y'all right now, it hasn't been fair. It hasn't been fair right there. And Give him props. I love that about him. He said, for real, Dan, fouls don't get called the same both ends. But we need voices that matter. Speaking of coach of the year, I like what he's done. I'll still take JJ, but I'm not mad if he wins it. He's been tremendous the way you might be right because that's been a crazy turnaround, but so has ours. So, but yeah, JB Bickerstaff definitely speaking out. We need to hear that from all the coaches. I would like JJ to come out and do his own little rant because we deserve it, to be honest with you guys. So, there's been a lot of BS going on. There's been a lot of crap, and we still watch the games. So we love basketball. We're still going to watch, but it's hurting the product. And I think at some point that's going to have to be a conversation that is had, amongst league circles. They're going to have to figure out what they're going to do about the poor officiating. You know what I mean? But back to the Lakers. Austin Reaves is coming off of a 37 point, 13 assists, 8 rebound, 4 steal performance. I'm not asking for the same thing, but I am asking for the same effort he gave. Man, 4 steals, none more impressive than the last one he had on Jokic. We need him to have that energy. Dalton was tremendous. I hope that continues. He dropped 30. He wasn't lost in the Sauceton. He also dropped 30, and actually Austin Reaves raved about him post-game, and Dalton really appreciated that. So that was pretty cool to see, right? But Phoenix is 4-6 in the last 10 games, right? And they are 2-1 versus us. So all those, we have to capitalize on this game here tonight. This is definitely a dangerous game just due to the fact that we've been losing so many games. It's been tough, man. It's been tough. Let's see. D-Free said one of the worst seasons of all time last year to being in the playoff team and getting an all-star from Cade and Beasley and Harris, and the second, third option is nuts. I'm not arguing. I definitely agree that he deserves Coach of the Year considerations, but I think from going from Darvingham to JJ, we've seen the light. We touched the second seed when we were healthy. That's also a good case. So to me, it's a coin flip between those two coaches. Maybe we can throw somebody else in the mix. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see who wins it. He could very well win it. You could be right. But we'll see, man. Still a little bit of season to go, and may the best coach win. JJ. Logan, he said, people aren't perfect, but the refs are inconsistent. The refs make me sick, fam. They make me absolutely sick because let's be honest, right? And I'm not talking about PrizePicks. This is prop entries. It's different. But I'm talking about real sports gambling and betting. I'm talking about sports gambling in Vegas. I'm talking about the betting that goes on around the world. It has really hurt sports. And I think it has a lot to do with what we're seeing today as a product as far as everything goes, right? I think it has a lot to do with it. And I don't like it one bit, and I hope it improves because the game is being damaged. It's being hurt by the poor officiating. You see it starting to leak out to the coaches. It's usually the fans that are crumbling up paper and smacking the table. It's usually me. Once it starts leaking out to the coaches, the NBA got to do something about it because it's bringing a stain to your name, and rightfully so it should because, like I said, the officiating this whole season, not just for the Lakers, but for a lot of teams, has been an atrocity of epic proportions. I mean, we saw last night. I saw the second half of the Knicks versus the Warriors. Warriors getting all the calls, Knicks getting close to nothing, right? So this is what I'm telling you. Like things that they have to, yes, it's subjective, but they have to address it because I'm telling you right now, it's been very lopsided for the most part this season. Detroit May 313 chiming in. My boy said, we love our coach JB Bickerstaff in Detroit. As a Pistons fan, I respect the Lakers. I do think y'all be getting cheated on by the refs. Adam Silver needs to be fined by these refs. What say you, DTLF? Appreciate you, Detroit mate. It's nice to get a Piston fan in here chiming in and showing love, to the Lakers. Listen, you guys have had a tremendous season, bro. You deserve everything. I don't think it's Adam Silver who should be fined because he's not the one officiating. However, there's a lot of conspiracy theories. We always hear Adam Silver putting in the calls and stuff like that. But the truth of the matter is, it's just, to me, it reminds me of the Tim Donaghy situation. I'm not trying to make any accusations. I don't know nothing. But all I know is it reminds me of Tim Donaghy with the gambling. That's what I think these refs go to. There's no other reason why Luka Doncic should be pushed in the back in front of 2 refs and then we don't get the call. You know what I mean? Like, there's no other reason. Stuff like that going viral for a reason, right? Yes, we appreciate it. Thank you, Kimiko. Absolutely. She always echoes the sentiments. You love to see it. Let's see. The thing about reffing is it's subjective. It'll never be consistent on a night-to-night basis. So the best thing you can hope for is for the call to go the same ways. I don't buy it. D-Free. I'm sorry. That's a cop-out, my friend. It is not subjective. It is, I mean, it is subjective, but it's for years. If you've been a Laker fan for years, you know, D-Free, that we consistently get hold, man. It's been happening. Even just in the LeBron era, you can see it already. LeBron, doesn't get the calls. He's getting hacked. We saw what happened at the end of the Celtic game a couple of years when he clearly got hacked in front of the refs. That's why he threw his little, his little temper tantrum that went kind of viral, because it's not fair. Luka got here, and Luka hasn't stopped complaining from the moment he got here. Yes, he used to complain before. I feel like he's complaining more than ever. Almost every single play, he's getting hacked. Sometimes we start the game, he drives to the basket, gets hacked, and nothing. If anything, he gets a technical. This officiating has been close to damn criminal, and I don't think it's subjective at all. I think these guys truly have a V for vendetta against certain players or teams, or I don't know what. But even Detroit Pistons fans can see it, right? Even Detroit Pistons fans can see it. So, and you see what JB Bickerstaff, I don't think he's making that up. I don't think he's just saying that. You said it the other night. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander gets a lot of calls. He's a mega flopper. He reminds you of the modern day James Harden. I love his skill set in his game, and he is putting up MVP numbers, and he has his team #1 in the West, which is why he's still my #1 for MVP, and it's not even close. They're running away with it. But he does flop a lot, and so does the rest of the league, and some players get rewarded for it, some don't. I'll admit, Austin Reaves is also a flopper. Certain players on our Lakers are floppers, but we don't get half the whistles that Steph Curry or Jokic or these other players get, when it's going against us. So that's what we're talking about right there, D-Free. Victor, appreciate you, my boy. He said, all of a sudden, Nick Richards is healthy, playing against us, but glad we got reinforcements coming. Oh, yeah, listen. Everybody gets healthy against us. That is the norm, and I'm ready for it. I mean, I wouldn't want it any other way. I just wish we were fully healthy, but we get Jackson Hayes back today, DFS, Luka, most importantly, and Gabe Vincent, as well as Dalton's going to play. He was questionable today before the game. It was a game-time decision, so you love to see it. You love to see it. We're getting healthy starting to get healthy, and things are going to start turning around. All right, it is time for the PrizePicks entry, right? Let's go. The ref who missed the call was a Celtic fan. Yeah, at least those were the rumors. I didn't really look too much into it, but those were the rumors. All right, let's get into this, guys, because it is Laker basketball time. And, Luka Doncic coming off of an injury, so I might stay away from that. Austin Reaves just had back-to-back phenomenal games. So, you know what? I think I'm going to pick him up, but I might pick him up in a different category. I'm going to pick him up here. Points, rebounds, and assists. Just in case he doesn't get the points, you got a better chance of getting him in rebounds and assists. We're going to pick up the Suns. We're going to pick up some Suns players because, Suns players are going to be Suns players. Kevin Durant, can he hit? I'm going to stay away from that one. He's a little on the older side. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's been a baller. He's been getting all the points and everything, obviously getting to the line at will. But he's going up against Milwaukee, a better defensive team. Who else should we pick up? Let's see. Okay. So this is heading into the third quarter. He's at, you know what? They're a good defensive team. I'm going to go under on Franz Wagner. Call me crazy. I'm going to go under the 16.5 points that it takes here. Quentin Grimes going off over there. He is 3 points away, 4 points away. I'm going to leave him there. I won't pick him up. You could also, guys, here's a cool thing, right? You could also trust your gut and go over and under on some of these, some of these live games. So I'm just going to trust my gut and go ahead and, I'm going to go some of these lock in quick. So you have to submit it really, really quickly. I'm going to say Paolo Banchero gets that. Let's see. Luka Doncic getting over 32 points. I think, you know what? Yeah, I'm not going to touch that right now. He's coming off an injury, so you never know. I'm going to say less for Gabe Vincent. Kind of been off the last couple games. All right, so that's going to be my entry. And I'm going to go light on this one. I'm going to do, let's do $4. $4 flex play. Nah, let's go all the way. Power play, baby. Let's hit it. Right? Let's hit it. Let's go. That's going to be the entry for the day. Let's see if it goes through because, again, when you're doing the live entries, you got to make sure to submit quickly. And that is going to be the entry for the day. There you have it. So my lineup is, there you have it. Franz Wagner, I don't know why I chose to go under. Just trust in my gut. Same thing with Donovan Mitchell. Trust in my gut. Both of these guys could easily go over, so don't quote me on that. I chose over on Paolo Banchero. It's still the third quarter. He's a bucket getter. I think he'll get to 25. All right, that's my entry for tonight's ball game. Remember, promo code DTLF gets you. There's that 50 ball right there. That 50-50 ball. So make sure you guys tap in with my promo code, all right? And make sure you play the first 10. That way you get that deposit. All right. Let's see. D-Free says, yeah, but at the same time, no bias. We also benefit. All teams get the benefit of the calls they shouldn't get. I keep saying it. Luka has a higher free throw rate here than in Dallas. He's not generous whistle to start versus Milwaukee. He got generous whistles to start. Man, are we watching the same game, D-Free? We're going to have this debate in person, man. Because forget about the numbers. Sometimes you got to put the numbers aside, my friend. It's all about the eye test. This man is getting hacked way more times than what he's going to the free throw line. Way more times. I think I did a whole segment here where I was dedicated to, all these bogus calls. You know, my friend, that these calls are ridiculous. We do not benefit from these same calls that the opposition gets on a nightly basis. Are we watching the same game? Or are we just looking at stats? D-Free? Come on, man. He said, that's why I said we should hope that things are called the same both ways and they show us the kind of game that we're allowed to play. We're allowed to play physical from the jump, then okay. See, it shouldn't be like that. We shouldn't have to hope. We should demand. And that's what I want right now. We shouldn't have to hope. And that you're making my point. If we start hoping and wishing and praying upon a star, it's never going to come. We need to demand equality in officiating. I'm starting to get to the point where they might have to develop some sort of a robotic technology that just calls everything evenly, because humans make mistakes. Robots probably won't in the future when they get that right. Right. So that's all I'm saying, man. I don't see what you see, D-Free. Forget about the numbers. We're not getting the same calls, man. The last game was a perfect. If you want to go to the numbers, look at the last game. They doubled up on us in free throws. But numbers don't always tell the story. Sometimes they do, right? Sharon B says, it's one thing to manipulate the rules by making players make mistakes like Luka and Harden. We are talking about clear violations refs ignore or blame the wrong players for the foul. Exactly. Forget about the numbers sometimes. Sometimes we just got to look at what's ahead of us. I mean, come on. The way things were being officiated, even so far as the last game. Right? Heck, Kyle Kuzma's mom took to social media to complain about the officiating. And I agreed with her because we played the same team the previous night, her son. So it's crazy. It's crazy. What up, Jonathan? How you doing, my boy? Good to see you, man. Yeah, we're all hoping for a win here. We are so close to getting into the playoffs that we really need we really, really, really need every single win right now. Guys, if you weren't here with me earlier, let me go ahead and show you the standings and how close everything is. Check this out. Peep this. Just look at the loss column. Everybody is notched up at 25 wins. There's 4 teams that are notched up at 25 losses on the season. That's the Lakers, the Grizzlies, the Nuggets, and the Rockets. That means that we go on a little win streak here, we could catapult back up to the number 1 spot. Right? So we're right there, guys. We are right there, and we're going to get there, man. I feel like we're getting the guys healthy, and hopefully everybody can start gelling again, because there's a little process. Appreciate your motorsport. Yes. No, D-Free. Luka was getting hacked with no calls. That's what I'm saying. See, we can look at the numbers. Analytics are really good for the game. Sometimes it's the eye test, Sometimes we've been getting hacked more than any team. And yeah, we get some free throws. We don't get it every time. Other teams, man, we can't breathe on them heavy or it's a flagrant. There's so many times that I'm like, how is that even a foul? And there's times when like DFS or somebody drives to the basket, they get sandwiched at the rim and they miss everything. Clearly they got fouled, and it's basically a non-call. Why don't we get the benefit of that same whistle on the other end? We don't, right? So that's all I'm saying, man. We can agree to disagree on that. For sure, as far as the whistle goes. Let's see. D-Free says, yeah, but the eye test suggests that Luka complains on every single play. They simply can't give him every single ticky-tack thing, Dan. It's really easy to only look at the missed calls. Yeah, I do agree with that. I've been on the record as to saying he needs to stop complaining, get back and play defense regardless. I don't agree that that it's subjective and that, we sometimes get the benefit of the call. No, if we get into the line a lot for that game, That means we were extra aggressive because, again, I'd say a quarter of those calls that should be called, at least a quarter, do not get called. That is the problem I have, D-Free. And it's not about getting every single call, but it's about, okay, I'm completely fine with the physical brand of basketball, but call it both ways that way. You said it yourself. We have to wait and see what type of brand of basketball we can play. That can't be right. I mean, you're making my point. That cannot be right. You shouldn't have to rely on the officials to know what kind of brand of basketball you can play. So that's my point, man. Things have to get better for everybody, not just for the Lakers. But I think we agree on one thing. Things have to get better as far as officiating goes. They got to develop something, to keep these officials accountable. I would definitely. They already have the report or whatever. I would love it if they can get post-game interviews and they could answer, like, why did you call that foul at the end? Why didn't you call that foul when LeBron got hacked by Jason Tatum at the end? Like, I think it would be better, and it will put more pressure on the refs to call things the right way because they would be under heavy scrutiny. I think I much prefer that. Raise the pay rate a little bit and give them post-game interviews. Somebody has suggested it. I don't know who it was, but credit to you guys. He said, I'm not arguing that the refs are good, but I'm arguing that it's subjective and we can't expect them to be good when what's a foul changes on a night-to-night basis. Thank you. Agree with that. I do agree with that. We can't expect them to be good because it changes on a night-to-night basis, which is why I expect the officiating to get better. This is why we should hope for Adam Silver to step in and change things around. Yes, that we do agree in. I got a feeling the Lakers are going to win today. Me too. We're getting guys back for sure. Luka's back, so our chances have skyrocketed for surely. I mean, this could be a whole segment about arguing about refs, but we're not going to do that. Yes, make sure you guys tap in. Kimiko will be handing out VIP passes early, so be there. And don't even ask for a pass. Just be there and, talk amongst yourselves, amongst the community. We have the best Lake community on playback. Make sure you guys tap in. The numbers simply say that Luka gets calls more often than you think because you keep saying he isn't getting the calls he got in Dallas, and that's all of this I dispute. Fair enough, but I still disagree. I've seen him play for Dallas, and he was getting a lot of these ticky-tacks he's not getting now. You know what I mean? That's what I mean about the eye test. I've seen a lot of the things we used to call Luka a flopper, right? And he's still that. The difference is he's not going to get that here. And that always happens. LeBron also gets hacked a lot, they've always missed calls historically on strong players like LeBron and Shaq. However, it just feels like, I've been watching a lot of basketball, man. I don't just watch the Lakers. It feels like these calls that they were getting on other teams, they're not getting now. It just feels that way, and it feels wrong. It doesn't feel like I'm watching equal basketball. So I can't just be chill and sit back and not say nothing about it. I got to complain about it. Listen, if NBA head coaches can complain about it, so can fans. We're bigger complainers than NBA coaches. So, I agree with Bickerstaff and everybody. The officiating has to be better. It's not fair. It's not fair. See, Sharon says, D-Free, we're not talking about the calls Luka wants called. We see the flagrant calls go to one team but not another. That will influence the game. Thank you. Yes, agreed. Absolutely. But here we go, guys. Final 3 keys to tonight's matchup. Key number 1, and we got to go with key number 1. And that is going to be, we're at home, protect home court, but you got to do the fundamentals, all right? Austin Reaves, got to cut down on turnovers. Keep it under 3. 3 and lower, I'm happy with. Higher than 3, not so happy with. So let's keep it under 3. Austin Reaves. Luka, man, he's back. Will he be Luka the Don, or is he going to be, kind of just testing the waters or whatever? What we're going to see. We're going to see what version of Luka we get. The last version, the one before he missed the game, went off for 45 points and kept us in the game at one point. I want that version back. I want the killer Luka back. Hopefully tonight he shows up. Luka's key number 2 for me. And then finally, key number 3, the role players. Again, it's always the role players. Now, I had this conversation with you guys over on the memberships plan. Can we still call Austin Reaves a role player? At this point, he's starting to look like a star player. Every time guys go missing with injuries, he steps up big time. Last game was no exception. I think we got to start switching the tune up a little bit there. Appreciate it, Alicia. Thank you so much. Let's see. D-Free said, I never once said anything about that, Sharon. I can agree. No, D-Free is right. D-Free, let me tell you something about D-Free. This is what I love about him. Me and D-Free, we love just throwing off key points off of each other. So he will give me the stats. I will give him the eye test, things that I see. And that's kind of how we've built our relationship. D-Free doesn't argue for the sake of arguing. He argues for the sake of making a point, which I can respect and appreciate from D-Free. So we are not anti-D-Free. We are pro-D-Free here on this channel. And he's awesome. And even though we're going to disagree, that's the beautiful thing about sports, is that it's always a respectful disagreement, man. So love you, D-Free. It's never anything personal. He said, I've lamented LeBron's whistle many times. No way he should average under 5. Thank you. And this is where we start agreeing. At the end of the day, we agree with that. And that's the ultimate point. It's like, come on. Like selective superstar calls is just, I think it's egregious. I think certain superstars get more calls than others, in spite of LeBron or others being more physical, right? And that's that's my main concern. But especially, it just feels that way when you are a Laker. It just feels like you can't get the calls sometimes, and most times at the worst times, right? Do you guys remember the one time when the Lakers started playing defense with their arms tied behind their back on James Harden? That's how egregious it has been sometimes. So I just to send a point and a message to the league. And I believe it helped. I truly believe it helped at that time. But over time, we go back to square one again. Liz says they should start finding all the floppers, starting with LeBron and Jokic. Oh, man, Liz. We've went down that path. That never doesn't really work. Yeah, no, I feel you. Everybody has an opinion. Starting 5 was just announced. Let's see the starting 5. I just got the notification. So it's Jordan Goodwin, DFS, Jackson Hayes, Austin Reaves, and Luka. I like it. I feel like it brings a good balance of defense and offense. I really like it. Austin Reaves and Luka seems to be the staple moving forward. I wanted Austin to come off the bench at some point, but I do like the star lineup. Jordan Goodwin, scrappy. DFS, scrappy. Jackson Hayes can be scrappy. Will he bring the same level of energy? We'll see. For the Suns, they got Ryan Dunn, the rookie, Kevin Durant, Nick Richards, Bradley Beal, and Devin Booker. So there you have it, guys. Appreciate you guys for tapping in. As always, I will say I will see you guys here for postgame. Hopefully, we're in a celebratory mood. We got to stop this 4-game losing streak, though. Got to stop it today. All right. We don't want to get to 5, and the West is hanging in the balance right there. I do believe if the Lakers can be healthy, we will thrive in the playoffs regardless, and so, that's what we got to do. Appreciate you, Kimiko. That's what we got to do moving forward. Just get healthy. I think that's the number one priority. But we're starting to get healthy. Let's see how we look. Let's see how we play. I will see you guys over on Playback. Don't be late. D-Free, I don't know what you're doing, man, but I invite you to be my guest if you're free. If you're not, then maybe next time. But hit me up. Holla at your boy. Text me to be my guest on Playback. I haven't had you on over there. Been busy, but man, I always love picking your brain, man. Probably one of my favorite people to talk basketball with, my boy D-Free. All right, y'all. It's going to wrap it up for this pregame. I will see you guys here for postgame, and most of you guys, I'll see you guys over there on Playback. All right? Peace.